Innovations, all of it. Dad got sidetracked by the General Motors display. Well, we're not going to get to go in Universe of Energy and see the dinosaurs. They're temporarily closed. Now we're going through Wonders of Life. Here we are in line for Body Wars. Big long lines of people going both directions.
At this time, I'm going to switch your picture over to Bay 4 so that we can all watch another probe like yours being miniaturized. This is one of our body probes. On board is the pilot and another group of civilians on a mission.
Marty and Gary starting to have second thoughts about this ride.
This is one of our volunteers. This is Dr. Cynthia Laird, one of our foremost immunologists. 10 minutes ago, she was miniaturized and beamed to the site of a splinter
Getting ready to go in
the
our
right
door.
index finger and have a safe and informative journey.
Good day, observers. Welcome to Met Probe 4. In a moment, the doors ahead of you will be opening. Please proceed in, moving across the row and fill in all the available seats and fasten your safety restraints.
I'll be right behind you. Go straight across the
Welcome aboard. We'd like to remind you.
Bravo 229er, cabin integrity verified. Begin pressurization. Cabin pressurized. I'm switching you to internal power.
Hello again, everyone. We'll be getting underway momentarily.
Bravo 229er, are you ready to initiate launch?
That is affirmative, Control. All systems go.
Begin initial reduction sequence.
Reduction sequence begun. We're now approaching the miniaturization room. The technicians will focus a particle beam on our ship.
Particle reducer, engage. Roger.
Entry depth set at 200 microns.
Bravo 229er, begin reduction mode now. 3, 2, 1.
Hold on, everybody. Control, this is Bravo 229er. We're under the skin. Everything looks fine.
Roger.
Folks, directly in front of us is a group of white blood cells on their way to destroy the splinter. There it is now. Sure is a lot of activity out there. Dr. Laird, we're experiencing some turbulence. I advise you to come aboard immediately.
In a minute, Captain. I need to take one more cell count.
Roger, we're standing by.
Gathering a lot of valuable information here. I don't think... Mayday!
Dr. Laird, are you okay?
Mayday! I'm being pulled into a capillary.
Hang on, I'm coming to get you.
Ready, what's going on?
I'm in the vein. Dr. Laird needs help.
Get off of that ship, Captain.
I need water! I want water!
Ready. Watch your pressure, your ship could be crushed.
I'm in the Mexico!
We're right behind you. That should be good.
Our instruments show you down to half power.
I know, we lost our fuel cell. We get out on the next beat.
You're heading for the lungs, Captain. Air current's extremely hazardous.
I have no chance.
Radek, if you read me, I'm in the lungs!
I see you.
I'm being attacked by a white blood cell!
I'm going to use the lasers to try and stun it.
Hurry!
Quick, into the ship.
I'm in!
Dr. Lair?
Braddock, you use too much power. You can't speed out.
We need an energy boost.
The brain, it works on electrical impulse.
How do we get there?
Through that capillary.
They're tracking you to the heart again.
It's our only choice.
Current is too strong. The rudders won't respond.
Okay, we're in the heart's left atrium.
Braddock, your power is decreased to 5%. 5%.
I'm gonna use the heartbeat to propel us. Ready? Now!
Turn! Take a right! Here we're in the cerebral artery. It's taking us to the brain. We're just above the brain in the spinal fluid.
Your power is down to 2%. If you can get power, I can beat you out of there.
We're gonna need some electricity fast.
You have to cross the blood-brain barrier. Can you get us inside?
Here we go.
Cerebral cortex. We're inside the brain.
Gonna deploy the fuel cell shield and hope it works like a lightning rod.
Braddock, your power is on. We can't get you out. Repeat, your power is on.
Some are on better fire.
The shield. The shield.
You have power. We did it. We're beaming you out.
Do you realize what you did?
I'll tell you what you did. You broke every regulation in the book.
Control, we were the first to go through the heart, lungs, and brain.
You also managed to pull off the most spectacular mission this place has ever seen. Congratulations.
Thank you, Control. Folks, you can unlatch your safety belt by pushing the button on your left. Please exit the ship to your right. Don't forget your personal belongings. And welcome.
Okay, now we're getting ready to go into Horizons.
How long was we in line the last one?
Dad's gonna get something during there. Gary and Marty wants to know where the motorcycles are.
Where's the burnout pit?
Now we're in line at Horizons.
The most advanced desert transportation complex in Western Hemisphere invites you to explore.
Okay, say bye.
Please remain seated with your hands and arms inside the vehicle at all times.
It's Horizons.
Horizons 1 is now departing. Our final destination today, the 21st century.
Hey, that's some destination.
My wife's right. Wait till you see the new towns of tomorrow. Desert farms and floating cities, even colonies in space. But you know, this isn't exactly the first time anyone's tried to make this. Well, here's the stuff dreams were made several hundred years ago. Yeah, it's always fun looking back at tomorrow. Come on, I'll show you what I mean. There's the grand old man himself, Jules Verne. This is the way a moonshot looked to him back in the late 1800s. Old Uncle Jules may not have had all the answers, but he had the right idea.
He was just a little ahead of his time.
You know, people have painted some pretty fantastic views of the future.
And some pretty mixed up ones, too.
Easy living. It's always been just around the corner. Yeah, looking back at tomorrow through the movies of yesteryear.
driving responsibilities that now make their legacies together. En route, business conferences are conducted by television.
I suppose people have always dreamed of the future. We sure do.
The only difference is that today, with what we know and what we're learning soon, we really can bring our dreams to life. It takes a lot of work, but the truth is, if we can dream it, we can do it.
Tomorrow's horizons are here, today.
For real and work. This is no distant dream. We're at the threshold now. Cityscape, a living tribute to our richest resource, people. Here's a new kind of cityscape, the microprocessor, an entire computer on a tiny silicon chip. Crystals, inspired by nature, now engineered by man for an ever-growing role in microelectronics. Of liquid space, oceans of minerals and food ready to fuel tomorrow's needs. The DNA chain. Life's molecular. Decoding its secrets is leading us to dramatically improved health.
Right, she'll be on the TV.
At least she can close her eyes.
The sun.
It stopped. That means they're putting on a wheelchair. I said it stopped. That means they're putting on a wheelchair.
Attention Horizons passengers. Our travels will be briefly delayed. Please remain seated. Your vehicle will begin moving again at any moment. Please remain seated. We'll resume our journey shortly. Thank you. Logical concerns. Please remain seated. Your vehicle will begin moving immediately. Remain seated, please. Your journey is resuming now. Here's a new kind of cityscape, the microprocessor. What you've just seen are the building blocks for the future up ahead. And while it may look fantastic, remember, it's all possible.
That's right.
And we ought to know. We live there. Come on, take a look at 21st century living. On land, sea, and even out in space. But let's start off at our
She's talking to our daughter, the desert dweller. That little girl and her husband are informant. You like music? My wife there has a good ear for music. That's our daughter she's talking to. She's doing wonders out there on one of those desert farms. Wrote this myself. My wife there has a good ear. She's talking to our daughter, the desert. That little girl in her house. Like music?
Isn't it something? Send the city kid to college for 7 years and what happens? She becomes a farmer.
Well, I think agricultural engineers are going to like it.
Okay, but me, I'll take the city.
Yes, it's always exciting.
But hey, with today's transportation, we're just minutes away from our kids. Look at that, will you? A few years ago, this was all barren desert. No crops, no irrigation. Quite a transformation.
Stand by, harvesters.
I mean real showers.
I believe it. Thanks for the warning. All harvesters, suspend irrigation programs. Harvester 6, continue transport functions. Then hold for further instructions.
You know, this really makes me
Stand
proud.
by.
And you wanted her to go to law school.
Well, do you suppose they ever miss the fun of the city?
Oh, I think they get their share right here.
Hey, now, what do you got over there? Very wise guy. Very mean to me, was.
Very funny.
Please don't teach me. After all, it is a party.
I know it's a party.
My folks will be here to tell you.
Well, why would I play? I'm surprised to hear you mention such a thing. Whoa, tell the truth.
Shouldn't your granddaughter be studying instead of flirting with that beach boy?
He is not a beach boy. He's studying marine biology there on the floating city.
Got it.
You better be.
I'll be there. I just want a laser lock and plug hiding place to the sub.
Yeah, I know about those laser locks. So you tell me.
I mean, you don't know anything about laser locks.
Underwater. You know, I just did that.
Wrong road.
It's judgment. You must use good judgment. And what else must you do, Scott? Swim safely, follow your driving rules, and never force around while diving. Never. Don't even see horse.
Is that right, Marty?
Okay, class, settle down. Now we're almost ready. But before that's wrong.
Floating cities, they're amazing. I mean, whole new industries have developed. And undergrounds, maricultures, all sorts of marine mining, fuels, energy,
And fun. And the fun?
and sports.
Well, so am I. Floating cities have opened up whole new ways for people to enjoy their lives, as well as their work.
Anyone else? Is that Neal? Right. Everyone hear that? Yeah. Good. We're walking to are you? Well, there's one of them. We can stop for a few minutes and check our counts. Can we take a break, Captain? Yes, we are. At the bar. Okay, class. Let's see what we can
These space colonies are out of this world. Let's take a quick look around.
We're running 1910. Understand, Bravo, only 10. Bravo Control, this is Intercolony. Stand by, over. First up, 552.
Now there's the new frontier.
Our son and his family wouldn't live anywhere else. Hey, maybe you and I ought to move up here.
Oh, what a wonderful idea.
Now there's my street. Sports and exercise and zero gravity.
It looks like fun.
It is once you get the hang of it.
get your shoe.
What about the pony?
Oh, now that's really lovely.
Practical, too. Just think, materials from space for all kinds of industries back on Earth. And that. Uh-oh. We gotta run. Time for our grandson's party? Uh-huh. We'll catch up to you later.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear baby. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you. Don't you think he looks like his dad and his granddad? Attention please. Horizons 1 Earth Shuttle now available for boarding at gate 22. Final boarding call for Horizons 1.
Space, desert, or undersea?
Everyone can
We have to bet one.
Majority rules. All passengers.
I don't care. Which one you want to take? She doesn't care, so pick one.
Undersea,
desert, or space?
I'll let you on space.
All right. Pick one. I'm not sure how or which. They took undersea. They took undersea.
Well, we're almost back from the future.
Oh, it went by so quickly.
Yes, but one of the nice things about traveling into the future is that the journey's just beginning.
That's right.
And I'll tell you something. If we can dream it, we really can do it. And that's the most exciting part.
From all of us, thanks for exploring horizons. Now, please take small children by the hand and watch your step onto the moving road.
What do y'all think?
You take young children by the hand as you step out onto the moving belt. The belt and your vehicle are traveling at equal speed.
Well, this is shut down too, and they're rebuilding it. It's going to be test track. Well, we're getting ready to do, I think it's Spaceship Earth is what it's called. It's the golf ball. We're getting ready to do Spaceship Earth. And as is usual, we're in a big line of people.
I know.
As usual. Here we go. Spaceship Earth.
Just don't use the light when you're on the ride, please.
Okay. Yeah, don't use the light. Yeah, flashes and everybody's eyes are constrict and they can't see. And
That's the
some of them hanging by a thread.
Ladies and gentlemen, our time travels have been momentarily delayed. Please remain seated. Your time machine vehicle will begin moving again at any moment. Please remain seated. We'll resume our journey shortly. Thank you.
They don't have to wait in line. They just come right up to the table. They have special entrance, which is fair.
Please remain seated. Your vehicle will begin moving immediately. Remain seated, please. Our travels are resuming now.
Destruction left ages of knowledge and wisdom in the ashes that would become the Dark Ages.
does.
They debated ideas, shared understanding with all who were listening. In Western space, months toiled endlessly in lonely isolation, copying ancient books of wisdom and revelation, subject to generations. Finally, from the depths of the Dark Ages, came the Age of Enlightenment, the red hour. And in this era, came a powerful voice, immovable
rotating backwards for your return to Earth. Attention travelers, please remain seated. Your vehicle is rotating backwards.
Now we're getting ready to do the living seas. Where we all are. Sheila's taking off somewhere to sit down and rest. Living seas, here we go. Marty and Gary up to something.
Marty left his camera in his tent. Gary left his in the motel. He just want to be like me. He's supposed to be like me, that's what it is. Yeah, I am.
Thanks, Bob.
We've made initial contact.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated in your vehicles. We've had to make a brief stop, but we'll continue our travels momentarily. Thank you.
Control, this is Base. We have incoming CCAMs on the final approach to Visitor Center. Roger, Base. We have radar contact with CCAMs. Full advise upon arrival.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Commander Fulton. On behalf of our crew, I'd like to welcome you to Seabase Alpha. I hope your descent from the surface was enjoyable. Right now, on final approach to the Visitor Center, your CCAV is passing through part of our beautiful coral reef community.
Commander Fulton, you have a call on line 1.
10-4. We have quite a variety of marine life living within our base of operation, which is the largest of its kind in the world. Down here, we see everything from sharks to dolphins, lobsters to pufferfish. You might even spot a moray eel or two lurking beneath the coral. But not to worry, they all get along just fine, even with our divers. Anyway, we'll see you shortly. Enjoy your visit to Seabase Alpha.
That was one short ride, wasn't it?
Say we're going to go get to eat now?
Yeah, we'll probably do the ride first, or it doesn't really matter. I'm getting hungry, aren't you? Now we're going into the land. The land looks a little crowded, too.
Right up, we're right here.
Discovery and awareness of the richness, the diversity, and the often surprising nature of living with the land. Our journey begins as dramatic and sudden changes are sweeping over the land. The approaching storm may seem violent and destructive to us, but to nature, it's a new beginning in the cycle of life. Beneath the surface of the land, roots trap water from the flowing mud, extracting precious nutrients and minerals. These elements, when combined with sunlight, create the diverse living systems of our planet. One of those living systems is the rainforest, home to the most amazing concentration of life on our planet. These dense and beautiful forests cover only a tiny portion of the Earth's surface, but they contain more than half of its plant and animal species. Rainforests are also extremely rich and productive living systems, providing us with oxygen, food, medicine, and other elements essential to our lives.
There's an alligator.
In the desert, nature has created a very different but no less beautiful living system. And while this arid landscape may seem lifeless, it is very much alive. The plants and animals that have learned to survive in these harsh conditions make use of what little water they can find and avoid the scorching rays of the relentless sun. The American prairie once appeared as desolate as the desert, but over time, rainwater and nutrients gradually penetrated the hard surface of this land. Even the hooves of the mighty buffalo helped create the rich soil that would one day become home to the American farm.
That's more chicken.
Of all the forces at work on the land, humans have had one of the most profound effects. The need to produce food for a growing world led to the enormous use, and sometimes overuse, of the land. In our search for more efficient ways to grow food, we often fail to realize the impact of our methods. Today, we're learning to live with the land, discovering better ways to grow food that will assure both human and environmental well-being. Here at Epcot, we're learning to reduce the need for pesticides by using natural predators like ladybugs and wasps to control pests. In Japan, we're learning that by adding composted leaves and other plant material to our soil, we can reduce the need for fertilizers. In farmlands across America, we're learning that by plowing under vegetation containing natural fertilizers, we can enrich the soil without the use of chemicals. How will we meet tomorrow's growing needs for food production, yet still respect the needs of the land? Some of the answers are being discovered just ahead.
Hello again, everyone. My name is Jason, and I'll be taking you through some of the most exciting and innovative areas in all of Epcot. We actually have 5 working laboratories where we're developing new ways to grow food through environmentally sound agriculture. Now here in our first laboratory, the Tropics Greenhouse, we are experimenting with some of the world's most important food crops. For example, on your right, we're practicing intercropping, the growing of 2 or more crops in the same area. By planting cacao, sweet potatoes, and coconuts in the same field, we have reduced the need for space, fertilizers, and pesticides by about 2/3. So over here in the growing terrace on your right, we're practicing crop rotation. After each harvest or growing season, we switch the location of the rice and peanuts, and nitrogen left behind by the peanuts provides a natural fertilizer for the newly planted rice. And over here on the left, you can also see our rare peach palm. Now, if any humans or animals touch the needles on the side, they develop flu-like symptoms for 3 to 4 days. It is also where we find a delicacy known as ardent palm. Now, I know we got some major squash lovers on the boat here. Or over here on the left, we have the pink banana squash that can grow up to about 45 pounds a piece. But thank goodness they're mainly used to make pie. Boy, that'd be kind of terrifying to have that 40-pound casserole sitting on the table. Now, when I mentioned fish, you probably don't think much about farming, but fish farming or aquaculture can produce tons of fish in a small area, such as this aquacell. For example, the pacu on your right thrive under crowded conditions and require little protein, therefore they have less stress. And we also help to reduce stress through the red covering on the rooftop. This covering cuts down on the amount of sunlight that enters the aquacell, so we have less algae growing in the fish tank. Now, each year we can produce over 8 tons of fish in this aquacell alone. And many of the fish that are raised here, like tilapia, catfish, and striped bass, are often featured in restaurants right here at Walt Disney World. Now, by using aquacell technology such as this, we can raise fish in the harshest of climates, even the desert. And this is our temporary greenhouse where we use a computerized drip irrigation system to ensure that the right amount of water and nutrients is delivered directly to the root of the plant for the black tubing. The growing of plants without soil is called hydroponics, and drip irrigation can increase water conservation by about 70%. Also on the right there, you probably recognize most of our citrus trees from the Japanese pomelo tree. This tree produces a fruit very similar to grapefruit. It weighs about 3 pounds. Unfortunately, it also costs about $1 a pound. Then on both sides of the boat, we have clover and lucina, both of which are legumes. This means, like the peanut, to take nitrogen from the air and create a natural fertilizer. So the sorghum right next to it gets free fertilization through intercropping. And here in our production greenhouse, most of the crops are grown vertically. This not only ensures that they get plenty of air circulation around the leaves, but it also eliminates the rotting of all the fruits and vegetables. And we have also reduced the use of water and fertilizer by about 70% by using a computer-controlled device called a lysimeter. Developed here at the land, this device constantly weighs the plant, and then according to that weight will water and fertilize the plants as needed. Now each year, pests destroy about 1/3 of the world's food crops. Here at the land, we practice integrated pest management. What this means is we use pests to control other pests. For example, if aphids come and eat our tomato plants, we can release green lacewing to eat the aphids. This has helped cut down on the use of pesticides by about 60%. And you can also use ladybugs if you want to try it at home yourself. Now just ahead in our creative house, we're using aeroponics. It's another way to grow plants without soil. These A-boxes on both sides of the boat hold about 700 lettuce plants. If we were to plant those flat in the ground, we'd only be able to fit 100 plants in the same area. And hanging right here next to us, we have some column pots, which are watered from the top to the bottom and hold up to 36 plants apiece. Now the exposed roots on our squash plants ensure that they get plenty of oxygen from the air around us, while the water and nutrients are sprayed on as they pass through the mist boxes. And on your right there, we have our biotechnology lab, where we're working with the U.S. Department of Agriculture to improve fruits and vegetables through genetic engineering. And over here on both sides of the boat, we have experimental grow systems identical to those at the Kennedy Space Center. Space pioneers will use these crops not only for food, but also to help recycle the oxygen and water they need to survive. And of course, many of the techniques you've seen here today are used on farms around the world, but others will become more common in the future as we develop new ways to increase productivity and preserve the natural resources of our land.
On our voyage of discovery, we've seen the richness and diversity of the land and previewed some of the most exciting and experimental techniques in farming. But this is just the beginning. The challenge today is for people around the world to take the lessons we've learned from both nature and science and develop a new respect for the land. More than that, we all need to take with us an awareness that our land is a living system and we're all a part of it. An awareness that everything we do impacts not only the land, but our lives and our future. And an awareness that we can strike a balance between our needs and the needs of our planet. With increased awareness, we can preserve the land as a precious and beautiful resource for our generation and for generations to come. Only then will we truly be living with the land.
Okay, once again, please. And they increase attendance. Now we're going into Journey into Imagination. Okay, we're going into imagination here.
Imagine everything. We'll just hang on.
I thought that was pretty good.
melodies those will make. I love these flights of fancy, searching the
Wait
universe
just a second,
for
Figment will come out of the back.
colors,
I
ideas,
said if you hang on just a second, Figment will come out of the back. He pops up out of that.
Sunbeam. That's a good one. Oh, everything I collect can inspire amazing and marvelous new ideas. And you never know what kind of figment you may come up with. Oh, here's my favorite. 2 tiny wings, eyes big and yellow, horns of a steer, but a lovable fellow. From head to tail, he's royal purple pigment, and there, voila! You've got a figment of imagination.
Dream finder, I'm just right.
Not quite. I'll throw in a dash of childish delight. Look, Figment, some new friends have joined us.
Can they imagine too?
Of course. Imagination is something that belongs to all of us.
You mean everyone can think up new things?
That's right, Figment. And every sparkling idea can lead to even more. So many times we're stumbling in the dark, and then eureka! What a spark!
How are we going to use lightning?
We can combine it with ghostly shivers on a stormy night and turn them into a tale of fright.
Oh, look, a rainbow. I'll use that to paint with.
Now you've got it.
Wow. Numbers, letters, papers for writing, costumes, makeup, stickers for lighting, teardrops, laughter.
What about science?
Science? We'll need electron beams and crystal prisms, gyroscopes and magnetism, holy grails and radiant. Why?
The idea bag is full.
It is? Let's start making new things.
No, wait. First, we must store these ideas with the others in the dream port.
Are we almost there?
Well, the dream port is never far away when you use your imagination.
Come on, everybody, let's go!
Spots. Imagination.
Yeah.
That's how our minds create. Right at the start of everything that's new. One little spark lights up for you.
Oh, boy.
Imagination. A dream, success. With bats and teams, acrobats on the globe. The sparks ignite.
Some happy songs, some empty days, just costumes and sex. Who said that?
Look up at the camera. I said, look up at the camera.
Water dances when visions begin. Science reveals life within. I'll wind this dial and time the space. Watch rhythms change to crystal shapes. Let's look at nature at this speed. From germination, then back to seed. Skyrocket soar towards outer space. Imagine yourself in an infinite place. Technology, like a newfound potion, allows us to mark that mysteries. Water dances where visions begin. Science reveals. Imagination can take us over the wind.
Boy, I wish I could be an astronaut. I bet I could use a meditation and discover all kinds of new things.
Of course. It's your
Now, grin at the camera when that light comes on. Look at the camera. It was on TV. Maybe then.
I didn't know where the camera was at.
I'm not quite sure either, but around here we'll see ourselves on the screen.
With just one spark in me and you. We all have sparks in imagination and all our minds. We take the name all day our minds come true.
certainly enjoyed our journey.
Let's turn around and look.
You got a motley crew right there.
Let's really chance to use your sparks of inspiration in the image works, the creative playground of the future.
We're getting a picture taken. We're getting ready to go into the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids film. This is a new riding glasses. I think it's dark now. Wait till they turn the lights off.
We're trying to decide where we want to go. Hey, you want to ride the monorail?
We're not quite what sure those are, but there they are. We're getting ready to go into World Showcase. That's all of us but me. In the Magic Kingdom. Okay, we're in World Showcase. We're getting ready to go into Mexico. Oops, sorry, I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. I looked down, or looked away, and we're getting ready to go into Mexico. Here we are going into Mexico. Here we are in Mexico.
Oh my God!
And no smoking or flash pictures, please.
Oh, great idea.
Yeah.
I hope there's no alligators.
I knew we brought Marty along for something.
What was that?
He shows how to put our feet up.
Here's the diner Yeah, that's so easy.
Centuries ago, a great civilization flourished in Mexico. This advanced culture produced remarkable scientists, mathematicians, and builders of magnificent temples. Ustalajares de México Yanchauchi. Welcome to that Mexico of ancient times.
So you were right and I was the wrong one. Okay, we're going into Norway now.
One here.
We're going to ride a high seas Norwegian adventure.
Please, and watch your step.
There's our boat. Marty says he sunk the last 2 boats he was in. We're going to try this one out and see what happens.
Nothing venture, nothing gain.
That's right. Live dangerously.
Nor shall you be the last. Those who seek the spirit of Norway face peril and adventure, but more often find beauty and charm. We have always lived with the sea, so look first at the spirit of the seafarer. Long ago, Norway was a land of Vikings. That was the beginning of our love for the sea.
Jeg minnes første gangen jeg fokuset. Og det første sjøtrollet du så tenker jeg.
There are those who see Norway's spirit veiled in a land of forests and mystery, where trolls still prowl the water's edge.
How dare you come here? Stop! This is troll country! Be gone! I cast a spell. Yes! You disappear! Disappear! Back! Over the bar!
Norway's spirit roamed the seas of the far north and beyond. Norway's spirit still unnerved in her grave war. Norway's spirit has always been, will always be adventure.
Hope we make that one. They make you watch a movie before you can leave. It's 5:17 in the afternoon and we're starting to get tired. But you can see they haven't changed a bit. They're still the same 2 they always were.
Stop it. Yeah, what, Willie?
To say something?
How's it going?
Yep.
Hey, it's going.
You got to say something to me.
Hi, Mom.
Do you know where you're at?
We're in Epcot Center.
What are you doing?
We're in Norway.
What are you doing?
Freezing.
What's the temperature?
Cold.
Okay. Who am I? Don't never tell your wife. Goodbye.
Bye-bye. China. Here we are going into China. We're going to check it out. There's everybody there. Still with us. Here we are inside the China Theater. This This is what the old building looks like. There's a Chinaman. Two of them.
Now at the Temple of Heaven, where we've come full circle. I wrote a poem many years ago. It's like this. This is the place.
There's the boys in Chinaman's Town. You just saw the film. Here's Germany, but we're not going in. We're just going to walk on by. There's the gang. There's the gang. Epcot Center in the background. Okay, we're at Italy now.
Oh, look at that old guy over there dressed up. I thought it was a statue for a minute. Don't worry about it.
Okay. We're going to go see something here in Italy. There's some tower thing.
That's
This is a moving statue in Italy.
Non touch the front of the light here.
Now we're in the American section. It's a history kind of thing. There we are. Now we're in Japan. Japan. Home of Toyota and Kawasaki and Honda. Here we are at Morocco.
The French Ranger.
This is more Morocco. Tell you the truth, I'm about out of battery. It'll be dying here for too long. More Morocco. There's some Moroccans.
Hard Rockians.
We're already in France on our world tour. Impressions de France here. Some of France seems to be under construction here. We're going to go check out the pastry shop. We're now in the pastry shop. Here we are at the American Experience. I'd show you the whole thing in there, but my batteries are dead, so I'll just show you us getting ready to go in.
I don't recall writing it.
Around the thing movies. We're in Impressions de France, getting ready to see that movie here in a few minutes. Here we are in Great Britain, just passing through on our way to Canada. There's a British Crown and Pub. There's the guys. Marineland. We're gonna go and see the animals. There's this cute blonde selling us tickets. What's your name?
Susan.
That's Susan.
That's 20, 30, 35, 36, and 14.
Marty and Gary's in love. So here we are at Marineland. We got a $2 off biker discount. Regular price $14.95. What do you have to pay?
She gave me 7 something back then. 20.
Well, you did pretty good. Gary and Marty may not come any further. They're in love.
Careful when they get around.
What you're looking at now is everything you can see of Marty and Gary. There's a big cactus.
Have you seen them?
Yeah, he said.
There's an electric eel.
What did he do to you?
Nothing. They just stick out these rocks, you know, out of the, like little caves. They have your head sticking out of them, like little condos, you know.
Sometimes, I'm just going by. I mean, what do they do if you fetch them?
You're supposed to put a plant down and bite it.
Okay, here's our walkway. That's to the Aquarius Theater. The next show's not till 3:30, so we're not going to see it right now. Taco Toucan. There's an alligator. Now we're in the alligator exhibit. He looks like he's frozen to death.
Hey, Bob, come here.
We are.
Get that down there, coming in out of the end of the water.
Okay, there's one right there.
And then there's one right there below you.
Well, I've lost the one. Oh, there it is. There it
He
is.
was out on the bank there.
You might think it's feeding time.
Why don't he clamp down on one of them birds? There's
Yeah.
a little one right there on that limb. And then there's
He might get pissed if we don't feed him. Come over here and... Where's the one on the limb? Oh, there's a bunch of them there. There's another one. Ooh. There's the birds. We don't know what they are.
Here comes that other one sneaking under. Boy, they can just move there along the side.
Can't they though?
That other one's
There's one swimming away. He's thinking, damn tourists. Couple more birds. Here we are in sunny Central Florida, and you can see how everybody's dressed. It's because the wind chill's below freezing right now. There's Dad taking our picture. Now we're going in the shell shop. That's shop, not shock.
shell shop.
There's a sea turtle skull. That's a bottleneck dolphin skull. Here we are in the souvenir shop. Solar heated. The girl keeps trying to sell us suntan lotion. Here's the kiddie area. There's bag tag. And there's the air bounce. There's the name there. And some crawling on stuff back there. And everybody left me. I gotta go catch up with them. And there is the shell shop, gift gallery. And here's the rest of it so far. There's a Cuban refuge raft. And look what it consists of. Not much.
You want a picture in front of your raft?
Yeah.
Play like y'all just won that.
Well, we have to cross the road to get to the other side, so to speak. That's where all of the stadiums and stuff are. Nice, sunny, warm Florida day. Okay, we're across the road now. We found out the park opened in 1938. This looks like maybe a little newer section.
My calling, man.
Here's deep sea diver Marty. Let me get a close up there. Look at them muscles too. Man, we're going into Whitney Park to see the sea lions. Wonder if we're in the wrong spot. There's the sea lions. There's the crowd to see the sea lion show. Face it, freezing temperatures in Florida don't go over well. We lost Dad somewhere. There's the Hardy boys. Here comes Dad.
Oh, Grandma, you get over. She wants a little more, of course. Here they come. Here they come.
We're back here because of the warmer. Hiding in the bathroom. Crowd's picking up.
Told her because she just put her hand down the back of my neck.
We're at Marineland at the Sea Lion Showcase.
Put your back hand down the back of my neck.
Good afternoon, welcome to the Sea Lion Showcase. Before we get this show started, I'm going to give you some information about these animals. First of all, these are California sea lions. They are native to the west coast of the U.S. They range from Mexico all the way north to Vancouver, Canada. Adult males are called bulls. They can dive to depths of over 300 feet, hold their breath for 15 to 20 minutes, and reach speeds of up to 25 miles an hour in the water. Walruses, seals, and sea lions are all members of the same scientific group of pinniped. That means fin or feather-footed. If you take a close look at these guys as they swim by, you'll see why they got this very descriptive name. Most people do ask us, what is the main difference between sea lions and seals, and I can point two of them out to you. First of all, sea lions have small external ear coverings located on the side of their head. These are called ear pinna. Seals only have slits or small holes in the same location. The second major difference is that sea lions have the ability to rotate their hips forward. This gives them added mobility in the water, but especially on land, and that's why you see mostly sea lions performing in ocean parks around the world. Now, as I've said before, these are two adult male California sea lions. Their names are CJ and Chester. They're both about 14 years old. When fully grown, they can reach a length of 10 feet and weigh in excess of 1,000 pounds. We feed these guys 25 pounds of fish a day, consisting of mackerel, tafflin, and sardines. All right, now that you have the information, we're going to step backstage and finish preparing. We'll be right out with the introductions in just a minute. Look at that. That wasn't even a minute, folks. We're trying to stay warm out here, so that's good. We'll start with our introductions. Over here to my right, we have Chester and his trainer, Mr. John Kepler. Hey, there it is. Okay. Well, We'll show you a little bit more Chester in a little bit, but over here to my left we have John. Where'd CJ go? What's Chester saying? Go look for him. That's a great idea. Why don't you two go see if you can find him? No, he's not back here with me. That was a nice try. Why don't you try around the podium over there? Behind the podium. Is he back there? He's not back there. Why don't you look in the water? There you go. That's a good idea. Maybe CJ's hanging out there. Take a good look there, Chester. Not in there either. Boy, oh boy, I don't know what we're going to do here. You check behind the podium. You checked in the water. I mean, he's not back here. Stop and think about it. Okay, maybe you guys can come up with any ideas? No ideas? Check over there again. Okay, we're going to double check the area we already checked. Is it in there? No. What are you saying? In the back. Chester going for a little bonus food there. You guys gonna check in back, or what's the deal here? Okay, they're gonna go looking back and see if CJ's back there. Is CJ back there? Hey, he's back there. All right. Why don't you tell him to come on out here then? An emergency. Oh man, folks, we're. All right, CJ, you're really holding up the show. Are you just about finished? I guess so. Here comes CJ and his trainer, Miss Elena Vandervoort. Boy, what's with the holdup?
I'm so sorry about that, CJ. It's really embarrassing to be the one that's the whole show.
He better be. You better get him up on that podium, let him compose himself. Now that we got both you boys up here, why don't you guys tell me, how do you feel? Looks like Chester's getting into the swing of things over here to my right. And CJ's doing the same thing over to my left here. Looks like he's about ready to rock things out now. And there he is. Give these guys a big round of applause. Let them know you're out there. All right. Well, a little bit earlier, this is going to be a good one. He can catch those rings. I didn't think he could catch those rings. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Step back a little bit. Okay, we're going to give it a little more difficult try here, folks. We'll see what we can do. Here we go. And that's one. That's two. That's three off the awning. And that fourth and final ring. Good job, Chester. Wow. Did you like that one, Elena? You're not impressed, huh? Well, I wasn't. No. How about something a little more difficult?
How about rings in the crowd?
No, that's not a very good idea. Why don't you try rings in the water?
Rings in the water.
Yes, that's a fabulous idea. Chester will spear that first ring as he dives in. Fades back for that second ring. That third ring and that fourth high flyer. Good job, Chester. Well, did CJ like that one?
I thought it was okay, but CJ didn't like it.
He didn't like it.
Still kind of rough.
Well, what does he want to see? John steps center stage. And it's going to be a nice big jump through the ring by Chester the Ringmaster. Excellent job. Well, looks like CJ has really enjoyed that.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. Sure looks like he is, but you better slow him down before he goes airborne. Come off with a little one flipper press. Nice job, CJ. Looks like Chester enjoyed that one. Yeah, I liked it too, but I'd like to see something more difficult. We're going to get CJ into the water. See if he can't pick up this ball and carry it all the way back to his podium. This is a very difficult behavior, folks, so let's cheer CJ on to help him out. Come on, CJ. Okay, we'll cheer him on. Come on, CJ. He's coming to the podium, and he makes it all the way. All right, CJ. Excuse me. What is he bellowing about?
I just given him the seal of approval.
Hey! Get this on the music and get these guys going. Lena's doing a nice little dance there. All right, go girl. Boy, Chester's on quite a roll there, isn't he?
You're a role model.
Chester the ringmaster. Now we use this portion of the show to demonstrate how powerful these sea lions really are. They use only their front rear flippers. Now they're going to line it up for a tandem jump. Center those cameras. There it is, a nice tandem jump. We're going to bring these guys back up on stage for one final bow, but this one's going to be real special as they give their trainers those nice big hugs. Let's hear it for Elena and CJ, John and Chester. You guys have been a great audience. Stay warm. Enjoy the rest of your day here at Marineland. Boys, why don't you say goodbye? Bye-bye, folks.
There's some penguins or something. And now we're getting ready to take a picture in front of these big jaws. Shark jaws. Penguins at Marineland. And there's one swimming. They probably like this weather.
He's going in home there. He's getting too hot on the outside. He's going towards air conditioning.
Then we're at Marineland. We're looking at an aquarium type thing.
This is a pretty poor setup.
It's definitely a lower budget one than some.
Yeah.
Oop, there's a shark.
It's an eel. More, I think.
I don't know, but if it'll open its mouth.
More. I think the morals are down here in the other.
Okay, now show me them teeth. Look at them teeth. One more time. Ooh, I got a good picture of the teeth. Just laying in there for something to come by, eat it.
The shark. There's a big, that's a Jewfish right there. That's what Chuck was calling it.
Right here, Jewfish, this big one?
Great big old Jewfish, what they call it. That's what that is, a Jewfish. I remember you telling me that a long time ago.
There's some birds. This is up above of where we was at down below a while ago. There's Dad going around it. There we are at the top of the deck for the jumping dolphins. Another large crowd today at SeaWorld, or Marineland. Dolphins playing with the ball.
This afternoon show of your
He's going to be in a bucket.
Good afternoon, and once again, welcome to the top deck. One additional reminder, if you purchased a photo folder for the dolphin feeding, the picture taken for that feeding will take place here at the white platform located at the north end of Oceanary immediately following this show. But right now, we ask that you sit back and relax as we proudly present our fabulous jumping dolphins. set of opening leaps for our fabulous jumping dolphins. Right now, I'd like to introduce these dolphins to you individually as our jump master for this afternoon show. Joe Marinate gets that skyward moving to the northern side of the tank. Now, presently, we do have 11 Atlantic bottlenose dolphins living in here. And first up, Nemo and Bailey, you'll see in the center of the tank. Nemo hopefully should show off with a bow, and Bailey with a tail stand. And Nemo shows up with a forward flip instead. Coming up on the ocean side next, Ariel winding up her forward flip. Now she's just 3 years old and still in training for it. Razzle, center stage with that 360 vertical spin. Now Razzle, one of our 6-year-olds here. You'll see our other 6-year-old Dazzle. Hopefully she'll wind up her double somersault, head for that ocean side. But it looks like Joe's going to move on to our next set of jumps. We'll wait for Dazzle on the next round. Now right now he'll bring up two of our longtime residents for you in a nicely timed tandem jump. Davey, our team captain, will be coming up to Joe's left, and Mary, our racing grandmother, to Joe's right. And this does make for a nice photo opportunity. Now looks like Mary's lined up in her position. However, we're still waiting for our team captain, Davey. Now Davey does control everything below the water surface. He's the team captain here. He's also the dominant animal and father of the most of the younger animals in here. And Mary patiently still waiting for Davey to line up with her. Now spring and summer months are normally mating season for dolphins as well as most marine mammals. And around this time of year when the animals do get distracted with socializing, there's not too much we can do about this. It becomes an animal control situation. It looks like Joe's going to go ahead and move on to our next round of jump. He may come back to that tandem a little bit later on in the show. And using those hand signals, let's see who responds first. And it's Bailey with a nice little tandem jump. Or not a tandem jump, a solo jump. And Joe using those hand signals. Ariel, here she comes next to respond. Bailey in the center. And Nemo with that twist. Now you may notice throughout the course of the show, each of these dolphins have developed their own style of jumping, this reflecting their very individual personalities, like Bunny with her patented back layout. Now Bunny is our proud mother in here. She is the mother of our 8.5-month-old baby girl. Now you can get a better look at Bunny as well as her beautiful baby through the windows looking at the lower levels of the ocean area, immediately following the show. Now you'll see Bunny's mother Mary also performing in this show, occasionally on the western side of the tank with her wall splashes. There's Razzle showing off that 360 spin he learned. Now it took Razzle about 6 months to be trained for that spin, and he does it so well. Now whereas most of the other behaviors, you'll see these dolphins performing like Bailey's tail stand in the center. Fish directly between his teeth. And there we have Bailey finally removing the basketball. Now we're waiting for Davey Mary to line up in their position along the western side of the tank. That's where they'll begin their warm-up bows to build speed to perform this 18-foot high jump. And right now Mary looking up at Joe. Joe giving Mary her signal. She's heading over to the western side of the tank now. Like they're both lined up in their position. They should start beginning some final bows. Go ahead and focus cameras, eyes, and attention on Joe as we present Davey and Mary in the tandem rocket. And there we have it, folks, a spectacularly but great display of timing and teamwork. They're all going to come around and take that final bow. Folks, as they come around, once again, really let them know you appreciate it. Those are Marineland's fabulous jumping dolphins and your jump master, Mr. Joe Marinate. Now this time we'll conclude our show here at the top deck on behalf of myself.
We're at Dolphin Stadium. With an almost sellout crowd.
The world's original oceanarium.
That's Bill.
Marineland was founded in 1938 as an underwater photographic studio. It didn't take long for it to become a popular tourist attraction because in those days, besides being a lot warmer, we were the only place like it anywhere in the world. It wasn't until the 1950s, however, that Marineland personnel first began to train dolphins, and we've been doing dolphin shows here ever since. It was really Sir, come on now. This is our last show of the day back here, and it's a little chilly. I'm going to have to ask you to go over there and sit with everybody else.
I don't think so. I'm taking my money over there at the gate, and I go anywhere I want to go. This is where I want to be.
If you don't get out of here right now, I'm going to call a guard and have him take you out.
Oh, well, that's too bad, because I don't go out with guards.
That's his big line, guys. All right, come here. Let me talk to you. What do you think you're doing? Oh, you're fishing for dolphins? Oh, you know, you're pretty close to an idiot.
Well, how close am I now?
All right, I give up. Come here, it's too chilly for this humor. What do you think you're doing out here?
Well, you see, the other night I was at that restaurant you guys got over there. I had a nice big plate of dolphins, so I figured I'd come on down here, capture one of these big guys, and have a little barbecue.
That's what you figured?
Yep.
Well, there's a problem with that plan. You see that dolphin right there? That's a warm-blooded, air-breathing mammal.
Really?
Right. What you ate for dinner is a cold-blooded game fish that's also called dolphin. And I even have a model of that fish right here. There you go. That's what it looks like. Yep, you can see the two animals don't look alike. They're not related. They just have the same name. But you know, you're worried about one thing. This kind of dolphin's real tasty. A lot of restaurants put it on the menu as mahi-mahi in order to avoid this kind of confusion. Well, now you know what it is, and I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'll give you this. Yep, you can have your picture taken with it, pretend you caught it, but look, you still have to get out of here.
I see. You want me to take the mahi and run?
Give him a round of applause. Maybe that'll get him out of here. Anything. There you go. Well, as I was trying to say, you will see two types of dolphin shows. And in this show, the dolphins are trained to do very traditional behaviors. You're going to see them playing in sporting events and jumping for hoops. This type of training takes a lot of time and patience. And this leads us to another question we get asked all the time. How do you train a dolphin? We're going to try to answer that one for you right now. We have a member of our audience. Here he comes. Will he keep swimming? Yes, blow that whistle. Very good. Nice start, Kevin. Okay. Well, he pops up out there. You can toss him a piece of fish. All right. I'll tell you what, Kevin. Let's put that hoop back in the water, but not quite as deep. This time, let's see if he'll arch his back. And he did. Right through. Very good. And here he comes. He's coming back for that reward. There you go. All right. Now, let's hold it up in the air, Kevin. Let's go for it. Let's see if he gets a jump. How about it, Kevin? You know what he wants? Yes, right through the hoop for you. Very nicely done. I'll tell you what, give him that piece. Throw up one more, too. Let's really reinforce that. How about a hand for Chubby? He's performing well. Kevin, you did great. Yep. Yeah, nicely done. Well, now that they're tuned up, Greg will line them up, taking down the other end for a demonstration of grace, poise, and agility. Now, we just saw Kevin working with Chubby on his hoops. Now we'll see the finished results of that kind of training. Greg's going to line him up with his roommate Al for a little synchronized swimming and jumping. Our hurdles are out. Our hoops are ready. Here comes the guy. Over the hurdle. Perfect timing through the hoops. Over the lasso, right down the lane. Now, who missed that picture? Focus your cameras. Elena will send it back to Greg. That's Chubby and Alvin, the dynamic duo. And that's Alvin. Now we're going back to this end. We're bringing out another couple of dolphins. A little 12-year-old by the name of Sonny and a freshman by the name of Splashin'. You found it. Sorry about that, Greg. I don't think they meant to get you all wet. Well, they want to rinse, Greg. Yeah, you always rinse after you brush. All right, I know they got you wet. How about a prognosis? Are these guys in good shape? That's a clean blow for both of you. Splash, you're the freshman. Head on home. How about it, Splash? How about it, Splash? You're going to head on home? The Sonny's got things to do out here. There he goes. That's Splash. Now we've got Sonny out here. He's our school star athlete. He'd like to start off with a game of football. He's calling for a long forward pass. He fades back over his head. The 5 into the end zone. A diving catch. Good for 6 points. Great catch, Sonny. Brings the ball back and he's ready to move on to basketball. Elena will hurl one onto the court, and Sonny will be right off after it. Sonny's a real show-off for basketball. As a matter of fact, he's been working on a fancy shot. Whoa, heads up. Wow, drilled that one in there. Tell you what, let's try something more conventional. How about a layup shot? Sonny takes the pass, and drives in toward the basket. He's set, he shoots, he chops for 2 points. Was it skill or was it luck? We're going to find out. He's going to go for 2 in a row. He'll use that ball back in the shooting range. And it drops for 2 more points. Now we're going to move on to Sonny's third sport, baseball. Greg's the catcher. Sonny's the pitcher. Elena's the batter. Let's play ball. Batter steps in. Whoa. Chase that sinker ball there. That was a pretty good pitch. Nice pitch, Sonny. It's more like, yeah, you're out of here. Can't you little hole out there? Yeah. Sonny puts that ball back up the mound. He winds up and delivers. Outside for a ball. Counts 1-1. No, that wasn't strike 2, Greg. It was so far outside. Look what you started. Sonny, don't argue about this. Well, you better talk to him. You can calm him down. Sonny loves to argue. Always gets that last word in. All right, Sonny, forget about it. Let's play baseball. He heads back out the mound. Batter steps in. Looking to turn. Here comes that third pitch. Yeah, there's a shot to left field. How about it, Sonny? He charges over the plate. The plate, yes, runner's out. Great flag. Yeah, he gets it. And with that, we're going to bring to a close this part of our Dolphin show. On behalf of all our Dolphins and our training staff, you guys have been a great audience. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Oh, I'm ready to get your horse warm.
It's a sea turtle. These are bunches of fishes. Say we're getting ready for the underwater feeding. Well, I'm going to go down below and tape him doing the feeding. This is the rectangular Chanel. Yes, I didn't know he was in there.
We have several green sea turtles in here, as well as an Atlantic loggerhead turtle. At times, these sea turtles appear to almost bug our dive road, searching for a hidden battle. Turtles are not noted for their intelligence, and they will attempt to bite any...
Neat. There's a little Secrets of the Reef display. There's a diver suit, an old-time one. We're getting ready to watch their 3D movie. Pretty full theater. We'd like to not got a seat. I'm not sure they really wanted to show it, but that's life. There's my 3D glasses.
Yeah, there's Bobby all ready to go in this empty theater. Me and him's the only one in here to see the movie.
Well, we're the last two people in the park, and we're getting ready to leave. It's 5:45.